Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. And today I am doing a tag that was originated with Sally Marion here on YouTube. Here's a picture of her, and I will leave all of her information down below. But she decided she wanted to do a tag based on all of the red bottles in our collection, or the ones that make you want to paint the town red, so to speak. So I have 5 here to share for you, and yes, I'm excited to get started. But before I do that, if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, become part of the Weird and Wonderful family. And if you already are part of the Weird and Wonderful family, thank you so much for joining. And let's just get into this. So I have 4 red bottles. Well, technically, yeah, kinda. I've got a mixture here of red bottles and then ones that I just kind of put me into kind of a celebratory mood, if you will. So the first one I'm gonna start with is kind of my favorite red bottle, and that is Elizabeth and James Nirvana Rose. Now, first of all, I love this bottle, and I think the cap is magnetic, but maybe it just closes neatly. I don't know, but I love this. It's huge. You can see kind of through the camera just how it's a little bit see-through, so I can see, like, this is where my perfume line is. This scent is beautiful. It has rose, geranium, and vetiver in it. So just 3 notes. I've said this before, but to me this smells like a red rose that's dipped in a glass of red wine. So it smells very winey to me. And I just think it's beautiful. It's very rose heavy, definitely wouldn't be for everyone, but this one to me is very sophisticated. It's perfect for fall and winter. It's kind of woodsy with that vetiver. It's not really sweet, but the rose is very, very, someone said, like, to me it reminds me of if you took a fresh rose and dipped it into water. Some other people feel that it smells more like a dried rose, but it is very rose heavy, especially with the geranium in there that sometimes mimics rose. But with that vetiver, you get just a bit of wood. It deepens it up a bit, and I just think it's a beautiful scent. So if you are a rose lover, I would definitely suggest this one. I've got to sniff it one more time. Love it. Now the next one is the newest perfume in my collection, and I'd heard about this one quite a lot from many different YouTubers, and it was such a good price. It was $15.99 at my local Winners, which is like your TJ Maxx. So it's called Agent Provocateur Fatale Intense. So this one, yes, very bright red bottle. I personally prefer a little bit more simple style bottles, but this one, it's fine. Now the scent, I'm really, where's the nozzle? Here we go. This one I'm not sure about yet. So I sprayed it, like I did a live unboxing on Instagram, and basically the scent made me cough because it had quite a lot of alcohol. And then I don't know if it was because I was feeling sick, but I wore it, like I sprayed it on myself a couple times, and it was smelling way too patchouli heavy. So this one, it opens with chili pepper, dewberry, and licorice. I don't get any of that. I do get kind of that chili pepper, I guess. So it's a little bit spicy. In the middle it has champaca, lotus, and red rose, and in the dry down it has vanilla, leather, and amber. But to me it smells like patchouli. I'm sure there's patchouli in here. It smells very, very much like patchouli to me. Now some people on Fragrantica say it smells a little bit like Angel, and I can totally get that because it reminded me a little bit of Angel Muse, but minus the chocolatiness of Angel Muse. So I'm unsure about this one. I'll smell it and go, I like it, and then I'll smell it again and go, no, it's not for me. So I'm not sure about this one yet. I know lots of people love it. It just smells like patchouli. That's all I'm getting out of this sucker. So I'm not noticing the leather. I'm getting spicy chili, a little bit of sweetness in there that potentially smells good, and then patchouli, even though there isn't any. So I don't know, maybe my nose has gone crazy, but this, not so much, at least yet. I'm still going to give it a chance though, so you'll hear from me again on what my final verdict is on this one. Now the next perfume that I have for you, I believe is supposed to be an inspiration scent. It's from Lareeve and it's called Sweet Hope. And what does that bottle look like to you? It looks a little bit like poison, right? So I think that's what this one is. Now this one I'm unsure of as well. It definitely has that major almond hit that you get in Pure Poison. The nut notes in this one in the opening is apricot, plum, and coconut. The mids have tuberose, jasmine, lily of the valley, rose, Brazilian rosewood, and caraway. And then the dry down is sandalwood, almond, vanilla, and musk. So even though almond doesn't seem to be a major note in here, it smells very, very almond heavy and smells a lot like Dior Poison. I like when I sniff this, like on the cap, like that, not crazy about it, because you know how people say that hypnotic poison reminds them of a doll's head or Play-Doh? Both of those things made me sick always as a kid. So I was never one of these kids that was like sniffing the Play-Doh or wanting to eat the Play-Doh or wanting to sniff a doll's head. In fact, that new doll smell just grossed me right out. I never liked it. To me, it's just plasticky and yucky. Play-Doh, the scent of it, like if I went like this and smell Play-Doh, I will literally gag. Like, it is not my bag. Not at all. So I'm not a fan. But when I smell this, like on the cap, not so good. On my skin, I like it more. On my skin, what it reminds me more of is an almond heavy icing. So my mom used to make this cake when I was growing up. I don't know, like I think it was just a golden cake, maybe it was a pound cake, but she would make an icing and put almond extract in the icing. And the icing kind of took on a little bit of a more, like it wasn't white, it was a little bit more creamy slash taupey colored. And that icing is what, like this smell reminds me of that icing on my skin. So that I like much more. So to me, it would smell a little bit creamy, a little bit confectioner sugar with a heavy dose of almond extract in there. And so so far, I'm kind of liking this. So I've only worn it once because I was so turned off by the smell on the cap. Because anything that's like doll's head or Play-Doh, like just no good. No good! I know some of you like it. I know. I know that some of you love that smell, and I know that hypnotic poison or poison, like all the poison, like that's such a huge line for everybody. I like Poison Girl, the rest of it, not so much. So this one I'm still trying out as well, but so far I didn't mind it on my skin, so we'll see where it goes. But anyway, red bottle. The next perfume I have for you is a Tom Ford Lost Cherry dupe, and cherry automatically makes me think of red. The Lost Cherry bottle is red. This one is not, however, but I wanted to share with you. This one is Federico Majora Pure Royal Parfum 900. So this is their inspiration of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. I talked about this recently in my dupe video. I think this is a fantastic dupe. It smells very much like Lost Cherry, not quite as bright of a cherry in the opening, and like you get that cherry note throughout, but it's not as strong as in Lost Cherry. But then you get the woods and everything in this one as well, and you still get that bright cherryness, and so I instantly think of cherries, which are red when I smell this. And to me, this is just a vivacious, bright, delicious scent that I plan on using all up because I really, really enjoy it. So Federico Majora Pure Royal Parfum 900. Now this one also, I've mentioned this already, so just skip ahead if you've heard it, but the longevity is pretty decent on this. It definitely outperformed Lost Cherry, but not by much. So, you know, you're going to get about 5 hours with this one, but overall for the price especially, this is a great dupe if you're wanting a Lost Cherry. Now, the last perfume that I have for you is not a red bottle at all, but it totally, it makes me think of celebration for sure. And it is Jean-Paul Gaultier's Essence Classique de Parfum. And this one, it opens, it's got neroli, orange flower, or orange blossom. It's got ginger in the opening, it's got aldehydes, so it smells like a fizzy ginger drink. So either drinking a ginger ale or champagne, like that, just that bright ginger smell. It just smells like a party. So I really love that opening. It's very effervescent. And it smells like a celebration to me. So this one, as you dry down, or like if you go into the mids, you get jasmine and orange blossom, so a bit of that floral. But then when it dries down, you get this whipped cream accord with cashmeran. There's a little bit of benzoin and woody notes. So you get this, as it dries down, the ginger stays in there, but then you get this whipped cream. It smells like a dessert, but a deep, dark, woody dessert. I love this one. Some people say it smells like an orange creamsicle. I don't get that. I notice the ginger in this, but to me, it's a ginger fizzy cake that dries down to a gingerbread cake with whipped cream on it. So this one, to me, smells totally celebratory, and especially with the aldehydes in it, just lends this bit of fizz to it. And I plan on rocking this at my non-celebrations during Christmas. It's so sad. There's no celebrations. So if you can't have a celebration with your loved ones, have a make it a celebration by yourself. Go on Zoom with your family and friends. There's lots of ways to celebrate right now, even though we can't be in person. We can still connect. Thank God for technology that allows us, why am I talking about this? Thank God for technology that allows us to connect with one another. So make a point. Don't get down in the dumps because we can't meet in person. Because right now, I don't know about you guys, but we've gone into kind of a semi-lockdown-ish type situation where we're not allowed to have people in our homes and that sort of thing. Well, right now, we still have things like Zoom, so we can connect, and beyond that, you can make every night a celebration. Choose to celebrate life. I know life is weird right now, but life is still worth it. It's worth celebrating. You know, even the fact that we're alive and have family and have roofs over our head that we can hide in. All of these things are things to celebrate. The food on our table, the fact that we've got perfume bottles, that we can somehow, we've been blessed enough that we can buy beautiful perfumes like this. These are all things to celebrate. The fact that we have a voice and can laugh and dance regardless of where we're at, you know, all of that kind of stuff. Oh, there's so much stuff that we can celebrate, so much stuff that we can be thankful for. Oh, it's Thanksgiving. Maybe that's why I'm doing this. Anyway, celebrate, paint the town red, even if it's in your own home. Make a choice to do that, because right now I think we are having to choose. You either choose to kind of get weighed down by the things that are going on, or you choose to think above that. To, you know, the fact that this will end. There have been pandemics in the world, you know, in the past, not tons, I guess, but there have been pandemics. We always come back. We are the human race. We're very resilient, and we have God on our side. So that's it for today. Thank you, Sal, for tagging me. I don't know why, but this video took a weird turn. I put on my red lipstick. Maybe I got saucy today because of it. But anyway, if you have comments, if you've got red bottles that you're just dying to share that you love, one that I tried recently is Juliet Has a Gun Lipstick Fever. And I'm actually really liking this, and it comes in a red bottle. So I'm going to keep testing this one, but I was really impressed with it. So to me, it smelled more like cherry-ish, but it actually has raspberry in it. But it does come in a red bottle too. So these are the scents that I would use to paint the town red with, or are red. Thank you again to Sal for making this tag and tagging me. Please go check out her channel and subscribe. She's just a sweetheart. And also go check her out on Instagram because her Instagram pictures are phenomenal. They're just beautiful and romantic, and I just love them. And I love her. She's such a sweetheart. So go check her out. I'll leave all the details in the description. And other than that, have an amazing week. We'll talk to you soon.